What if the hard pill to swallow is that respecting yourself is not always going to lead to other people respecting you? Some people are just disrespectful as it is, right? And maybe you have this belief that, well, if you just respect yourself, then they'll respect you. Now, people that respect themselves are far more likely to respect you, and also because you respect yourself. But people that are just genuinely disrespectful, that's just the way that they are. And you believing that if you just respect yourself and they see that you respect yourself, they'll respect you. It doesn't always work that way. People, again, that are genuinely disrespectful, that literally lack capacity to respect themselves, are not going to respect you, right? And so that's the funny thing about it, too, is that the way that a person treats themselves is how they're going to treat you, right? So if you believe that if you just respect yourself, right, if you stop disrespecting yourself and you actually respect yourself and you set healthy boundaries and you do what you need to do, you don't tolerate abuse or any of that kind of stuff, that people are just going to start respecting you. Now, throughout my entire life, I have been very disrespected by people. It wasn't until I really started to respect myself. And let me explain this real quick. It's not that people started respecting me. It's just that I really started to respect myself. And I've cut people out. I've let go of people. I've done what I needed to do to get rid of toxicity in my life, right? Respecting yourself is not about trying to get other people to respect you. It's not like, hey, look at me. I'm finally respecting myself. Now, will you please respect me? No. 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 Absolutely not. Respecting yourself is not a means to an end. It's not to get other people to respect you. Respecting yourself is to get yourself to respect yourself. And not even to get yourself to respect yourself, but just to respect yourself. What do you deserve? What do you believe that you're deserving of? What do you believe that you're worthy of? Do you believe that you're worthy of respect? Right? Give it to yourself. What I've learned on this journey of healing is that whatever it is that you want in life, you have to first give it to yourself. If you want respect, and again, not everyone's going to, even if you respect yourself, even if you respect yourself at such high levels, right? Not everyone else is going to give it to you. In fact, there are going to be some people out there that see that you respect yourself and they're going to be triggered by it and they're going to disrespect you. And cut them out, of course. Right? But I've realized that when I do the work on myself, when I really do the work to develop myself, to refine myself, it triggers the hell out of people. And it's not always because they're incapable of doing the work on themselves and because it helps them see all the shit inside of themselves and they don't want to see that. It's also because they don't want to. It's not just that people are incapable of change. It's not just that people are incapable of growing and healing. It's also that people just don't fucking want to. And I've met a lot of them. It's not just about being incapacitated, it's about being unwilling. Because looking at yourself can be challenging. It can be painful to see that you're actually not perfect like you thought you were. Oh boy. You're actually human like you didn't think you were. Oh boy. You're actually visible like, or what's the opposite? Invincible, right? When you think that you're invincible, when you think that you're unstoppable, oh shit, you're actually just human. These different things can hit you, right? But the main theme here is the stopping the toleration of abuse and disrespect. And to make it very clear that just because you do stop tolerating disrespect doesn't mean that other people are going to stop disrespecting you. But what it can mean, if you choose yourself and you choose love and you don't choose fear, is that you stop choosing the people that disrespect you. That's what it can mean, right? But that's your choice. That's anybody's choice at the end of the day, right? Like, it was my choice to choose myself and to choose love and to choose self-respect when I cut somebody out of my life recently, because I did, because I didn't like the way that they treated me. And what I realized, this is where the change is, right? What I realized is that, oh, wow, the way that you treated me does not align with how I see myself. Goodbye. Now, 10 years ago, Chris, 15 years ago, Chris wouldn't have done that, right? There's this interesting video that I've seen, or not a video, it's kind of just like it's a short, but it's more so like it's a lesson, right? And it was basically saying, if you get bit by a snake, are you going to chase the snake to find out why it bit you? Or are you just going to not talk to it anymore? If you get hurt by somebody, are you going to try to chase them to find out why they hurt you? Or are you just going to fucking, right? Godspeed, good riddance, sayonara. And that's the question. But the bottom line is that self-respect is a first and foremost. You know, that needs to be understood. That needs to be really understood. Um, and also, it's also a game of weeding out. You know, just because you respect yourself does not mean that other people are going to respect you. But it shouldn't be your intention. I'm not here to tell people what they should or shouldn't do. What I'm here to say is that the priority should be self-respect, right? And you will quickly find who the fuck doesn't give a shit about your standards. You will. 100%. That's the reality of it. But the intention is not about trying to get other people to respect you. It's about it's about respecting yourself, right? It's about respecting yourself, and it's about understanding that people are going to treat you how they treat themselves. And if they treat themselves in a way that aligns with how you treat yourself, it's far more likely that you will experience a similar dynamic with them to how you do yourself, right? Um, and again, the other funny thing, like I was saying before, is that if somebody is not aligned with how you treat yourself, with how you see yourself, not only are they going to fall out real quickly, right? Because it's like, oh, you disrespected me. Yeah, that's not aligned with how I see myself. I don't disrespect myself, so I'm, for fuck's sake, sure as hell not going to tolerate you disrespecting me. Because I don't see it that way. I don't see myself as somebody who's disrespectful. I don't see myself as somebody who is worthy or deserving of being disrespected. Goodbye. Sayonara. Good motherfucking riddance, right? Um, but doing this process of respecting yourself, but as a means to an end, oh, you're doing it to get other people to respect you. Yeah, it's probably not going to work out. Probably not going to work out. Do it for the healing purposes. I'm doing it for the healing purposes. Previously in life, I saw myself as being somebody who was aligned with unworthiness, not deserving of respect. So I tolerated a lot of bullshit in relationships, but not anymore. No, 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 absolutely motherfucking not. No. But that's the really thing. So let me just make this very clear before I end off this video. The byproduct, if you don't respect yourself, the people that do respect themselves are not going to try to have relationships with you, because they're going to see you for what you are. You're somebody that doesn't respect yourself. They're going to steer clear of that. That's not a like energy, right? Like attracts like. People that respect themselves attract people that respect themselves, and they'll have healthy relationships. People that respect themselves also attract people that are triggered by that stuff. They just don't choose those people because they're abusive. They lack healthy boundaries, right? Um, yeah, respecting yourself is a really good and healthy idea. And it will change the dynamic of how you experience yourself and how you experience people. People will fall out of your life because they are not going to give you the respect that you give yourself. Um, and they should. Sayonara, you know. That's it. It's that simple. Um, and I'll just ask the question: is it actually a lonely journey, or is this just a time for you to revitalize? And you know, I'm not here to you know suggest that anyone's experiences with this is false. That any journey is not lonely. I've experienced loneliness. I have absolutely. Um, but maybe like a reframing. Like oh, at least the abuse is not there anymore. You know, yeah. Being abused is not fun. It's not. Foregoing your boundaries because someone's a piece of shit is not fun. And that's not me projecting onto anybody. That's just me calling abusive behavior for what it is. Abuse is abuse. It's disgusting. It's fucking disgusting. It's not normal, it's not healthy, and it's completely fucking unacceptable in any and all situations, period.